What's going on, Halo fans? Luke TheNotable here. In this video, we're going to be finding out what would happen if the Halo 3 Flamethrower was in Halo 5 Warzone. What if 343 Industries took the Halo 3 Flamethrower, changes it up a little bit, or left it the same, dropped it into Warzone? How would the game change? Let's be honest, the Flamethrower from Halo 3 is easily one of the coolest weapons in the Halo universe. Not necessarily the most effective, but definitely one of the coolest. It takes me back to a time when Halo was more of a gritty game, back in that classic art style that is being revived with Halo Wars 2 and that I hope comes back for Halo 6. The classic dark green mixed with the awesome tiger shark on the front just screams classic Halo to me. I do want to apologize though, because I don't have a ton of footage with the Halo 3 Flamethrower in actual gameplay footage, and any footage that you'll see where I hit a multi-kill is probably not mine. This is because back in the day, the Halo 3 Flamethrower was only ever used on one map, the map Construct. This was because the Flamethrower really wasn't great, had a very short range, made you very slow, and really Construct was the only map that it worked on. You could take the flamethrower from the bottom of the map, bring it up through the lifts, and burn people as they came through. It was a pretty effective strategy, but one that was really pretty much only used on Construct. Now, in order to see how the Halo 3 Flamethrower would stack up against other weapons in Warzone, I'm going to be using my weapon rating system. If this is the first time you've ever seen one of these videos from me, just know that the value rating system was something I created, and I've made a whole video explaining all of the intricacies of how it works. I do recommend watching that video at some point because not only is it very interesting, but I am going to be using this value rating system for the rest of this video. So, how did the Halo 3 Flamethrower work? Was it a good weapon? Well, it had a very fast time to kill because you were using flames, but a very limited range. If someone wasn't right in front of you, it would be very difficult for you to kill them, especially if we were to put this thing in Halo 5 as it is, with all of the abilities that we have, like sprint and clamber and thruster, especially thruster. It'd be very hard to kill someone with a flamethrower with its current range. And one of its biggest downsides is the fact that it makes you so insanely slow. Traveling across a map in Warzone would take forever with this thing. Movement is also a problem with the Halo 3 Flamethrower because if you move straight while using this thing and happen to hit some of the floor, you will actually end up damaging yourself, and you can kill yourself this way as well. The fire pretty much sticks to everything when you use this flamethrower, and that could be a good thing and a bad thing. Good defensively, but bad if you want to move around. On a side note though, how does Flame even kill a Spartan? You would think that Flame wouldn't even touch these guys. The Covenant use plasma weapons, and plasma is insanely hot, way hotter than any fire, and a lot of times the plasma weapons will hit Chief or any other Spartan and won't kill instantly. If just a little bit of plasma touched you, even if you had armor on, it would give you severe burns, and the size of plasma that the Covenant use against Chief and other Spartans is massive. And for the most part, Spartans walk away from plasma attacks with little to no damage, assuming that their shields didn't go down. But sure, yeah, a little bit of fire. Just a tiny little spray of fire can kill a Spartan. It makes perfect sense. I mean, really think, I know I'm going on a kind of a tangent here, but really, think about it. Chief fell from space. Sure, he used a piece of the ship to slow himself down a little bit, but you fell from space. That would kill you. Even if you had some gel layer that apparently saved his life. But that would kill you, but he can't take a little bit of fire? What? I mean, come on, Bungie, fix your game. Yeah, I haven't done any physics since high school, but I know enough to calculate this, and I have the internet, and that's going to help me out a little bit too. So if we take the Master Chief, who weighs about 1,000 kilograms, at least according to the Halo Wiki, which I'm not sure entirely how accurate that is, but 1,000 kilograms seems pretty much accurate. If we take that 1,000 kilogram object and drop it from 2 kilometers in the air, the amount of force that would be produced when he hit the ground would be 19,600 kilojoules. To put that in terms that you can understand, if you took all of the force that Chief would generate when he smashes into the ground from falling from orbit, it would have enough energy to destroy several small vehicles. But he survives, and a little bit of fire kills him. Which finally brings us full circle to what we were talking about in the first place, the Halo 3 Flamethrower. Unlike the similar video that I did on the Halo Reach target locator, I don't really know what rec level the Halo 3 Flamethrower would be. The target locator shot down massive rockets from the sky, so obviously it would be a high level rec, 7, 8, or 9, but the Flamethrower kinda underpowered. I really don't know what to rate it. Some of you may not agree with me on this, but I ended up associating the Flamethrower with a rec level 3, fairly low for the purpose of this video and all of the calculations that I'm going to be doing. You see, the Flamethrower is not necessarily going to be a good weapon, especially if you take it directly from Halo 3 and plop it into Halo 5. First off, it would only really be good defensively and only very close up. You could only really use it on doorways. With the Halo 5 Spartans having increased mobility with sprint and thruster pack, Spartan charge, all of those different things, it would be very hard for someone with a flamethrower to sneak up on that player and light him on fire. Not to mention the fact that if you walk too far forward and are aiming too far down, you'll end up killing yourself with the flamethrower, which obviously is not a good thing. Before I give you some numbers, let me give you some context, because now we're going to get into the flamethrower's value rating. My value rating system uses simple calculations to calculate a weapon's value rating. This value rating is unique to every single rec weapon in the game. It looks at what weapons are most valuable to you. So what weapons can you spend the least amount of rec points on that are going to potentially get you the most amount of kills? What good is a really strong weapon if it doesn't give you a lot of potential for kills, meaning it only has a shot or two? The lowest rec weapon on this value rating system is the Oni rocket pod at 0.224, and the highest is the George's chain gun at 3.2. The average value rating for all of the recs in the game, the 85 that I have put on this system, is 1.21. And assuming that the Halo 3 flamethrower, if taken right out of Halo 3 and plopped right into Halo 5, if that rec weapon was a level 3, its value rating would be 0.233. And I guess this wouldn't necessarily make it the least valuable rec in the game, but you still wouldn't want to use it. It'd be pretty bad. And according to my calculations, if they had the Halo 3 flamethrower as it currently is, and they made it a level 4 rec instead of a level 3, its value rating would be 0.175, which would definitely make it the worst and least valuable rec in Halo 5. Now this can't be. The Halo 3 flamethrower is way too badass for it to be the worst rec in Halo 5 if it was ever brought here, so we would have to somehow spice this thing up, somehow make it a little bit better. I think for the most part, if we address the weapon's range, there's a lot that this thing could do. Increasing the range means you wouldn't have to be up close and personal to the people that you are lighting on fire, and therefore probably wouldn't light yourself on fire or the floor in front of you and kill yourself. Increasing the range would also give you a massive advantage against the fast-moving Spartans in Halo 5. The Halo 3 flamethrower is not really a flamethrower, it's more of a flame sputterer. But what if we could have a flamethrower that looks something like this, something that actually threw flames across the battlefield? Another interesting idea is having flames stick to walls and doorways, making it an even better defensive option. There's no way that someone's going to want to capture your armory or garage if the whole thing is on fire. Taking all of these potential adjustments into account and keeping the Halo 3 flamethrower that is upgraded at a level 3 rec, the new value rating associated with it could be potentially up to 1.9. This would make it the 15th strongest rec in the game, which is pretty dang good. I think at the end of the day, what matters is that Warzone is fun, not necessarily that we have big, bad, awesome weapons in the game. And flamethrowers are definitely one of the funnest things to use in any game, in Call of Duty Zombies and Halo 3, whatever you're playing. A functional flamethrower in Halo 5 would be insanely fun. It was always so much fun to light people on fire in Halo 3, and I want to bring that back to Halo 5. And hey, even if it's just the basic Halo 3 flamethrower and it ends up being terrible, I'd still like to see it added. Why not? It's a simulation. In my Halo Reach target locator video, I asked you guys to come up with some cool variants to the laser targeter that could be used in Warzone potentially. CDR Fred thought it'd be cool if an upgraded version of the laser targeter could be kind of like a glassing laser that the Covenant uses. I do love reading your guys' comments, and I'd like to kind of post these in every video of the previous one that I did, so make sure to get your best ideas and go down below. As far as my ideas for a flamethrower, I would want a flamethrower where maybe if you died, it had a martyrdom type effect, where if you died, there was a giant flame ball on your death, and anyone nearby would get instantly incinerated. Definitely sounds kind of overpowered and probably a little cheesy, but you know what? That's my idea. I want to hear your guys'. Your guys' are probably gonna be better though. It'd be kind of cool to have an oxide tank type flamethrower like we saw in Halo Wars 1 with the flamethrowers. I always loved those blue flames. They always looked so menacing. But like I said before, Warzone is a simulation, so it should be the most fun because it has no roots to reality. There is no reason that we should follow the canon in any way, and a flamethrower is just one of the other ways that we can do that. And really, can you think of anything more fun than lighting your friends on fire? Again, please comment down below. I love reading your comments. It's honestly my favorite part about YouTube, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure that you do subscribe. I've gotten a lot of positive responses from these types of videos, and I plan on doing many more on a lot of the classic weapons that need to come to Halo 5. Also, if you like the rec artwork, please go check out Zeddykins. You can follow him on Twitter and YouTube. Those links are in the description. He made the awesome rec artwork for me. Seriously, insane stuff, and I'm so grateful for the help. I want to thank you all for watching. Please stay notable, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.